right, so I hope you guys can see us. We're live. I'm going to adjust this. I think we're good. I think we're live. Hey, welcome to another edition of Facebook Live I am your host, Marc Reece, from the Digital Marketing Director of GoldenEye, and today I have Darren Marinelli, the Digital Marketing Director for SOLOS Smart Glasses, and we're going to talk a little bit about GoldenEye and SOLOS, and kind of just have a conversation about that. So if you want to, if you have any comments or questions, go ahead and enter them in the chat. Hopefully we'll be able to see them. Hopefully this will work correctly. And this will be another Facebook Live. So
what do you think? Should we
why don't we
for the whole ride here?
I think we should start.
Okay.
All right. So I'm wearing GoldenEye.
And I'm wearing SOLOS.
And Darren's wearing SOLOS. And this is what we're talking about. So I think you look good on that.
Hey, anything's an improvement. Right.
And speaking of improvement, that's exactly what both of these devices do. GoldenEye, as you may or may not know if you follow our Facebook or Twitter streams, GoldenEye is this unit right here. It weighs roughly 2 ounces, just to give you an idea of it. And it really fits in the palm of my hand, just like that. So it's rather small. It weighs 2 ounces. It clips on any pair of safety glasses, right? You can wear it on the left eye.
Nice.
You can wear it on the right eye.
That's great.
And switch it like that. And it's also voice command. It's also voice prompt. I think this is going to be a game changer, and we're getting a lot of questions about it. In fact, there's a lot of interest in this because it also fits on any pair of safety glasses like here. Mm-hmm. And really, at the end of the day, like I said, it's connected by a magnetic bracket coupling, mm-hmm. and I can easily switch it and adjust it. I can tell GoldenEye to rotate screens, so we'll adjust to the right or left eye.
That's great. And
again, it's 2 ounces. We're also, I think the other big advantage of this, specifically in terms of ROI, is that it's going to retail for right around $899, under $1,000. So we're hitting a very nice market, mm-hmm. In terms of what we're calling this is the smart lens. Because there's no processor, there's no radio, there's nothing to interfere with. Everything is powered with a cell phone. Right, mm-hmm. And typically an Android-powered cell phone. So that's one of the biggest advantages, specifically to field service. SOLOS, on the other hand, is geared more towards athletes. In my opinion, I'll let you talk about this, Darren. Training athletes, obviously, right? Yes, high endurance, but also for middle-aged guys like me who've just started using it to kind of increase and kind of get in shape. So you want to talk a little bit about the strategy and kind of about messaging, and more importantly, why people would want to use that to help them train?
Sure. So SOLOS is, recently, this is the second version, so it's version 2.0. And really what we're looking at is a training tool, right? Yeah. You want to put this on?
Yeah, I want to.
Okay, there you go. So let's go over the features first. I think the biggest part of it is this a training tool. So it can replace your bike computer,
yep.
Right? So a lot of people that are high into cycling or training, they have a bike computer, and what they'll do is they'll continue to look down at their metrics. Well, SOLOS is a game changer now. You're able to look at the metrics right in front of you. There's a small LCD display, which is easily manipulated by this armature right here, so you can get it to the position you want. Some people like to wear it a little bit higher on their, out of their view, and then some people like it in their view. But it's interesting enough that you can look right through it, so it's not a distraction at all. It's actually helping you get all the metrics that you need in front of you, and you're not looking down at a bike computer and getting distracted as you train.
It's funny because I think that was one of the biggest advantages that I saw. I mean, it's tech, it's cool.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, as somebody who was not paying attention as I was riding my bike, and I hit a parked car. And everybody's seen them in the movies. You hit the parked car, you flip over. I will tell you that it was very painful. And had I was able to keep my eyes on the road, and I was lucky. I mean, I hit a parked car. Imagine not paying attention to hitting a moving car.
Right.
I mean, we're talking could be catastrophic. So those, being able to see everything, like I said, I just started using them. I do like the fact, and again, it took a little bit to get used to, but what I liked is that everything's in front of me. right? And I feel
Yeah.
I could connect.
It connected with your training session.
With my
That's
training
the most
session.
important.
My
And
slow
then
training session.
But you said the level of athlete. So we're working with Ironman, which is an elite athlete, like
Yep.
top of the grade athlete. But my mom also wears these to walk around, just to walk around, because there's so many other features here. You can just, you have actual speakers here for music. So the features go way beyond just the high energy athlete. It's really, there's a little bit of everything for somebody with these glasses.
So we were in a meeting last week and we were kind of talking about the features and functionality and benefits of that. So on one aspect, you have that the athlete or the high endurance athlete can get all their stats right in front of them. They can keep their eyes faced, they can focus.
Yep.
But then you just spoke about, the listening to music and the connectivity. And so let's say that you and I both were wearing Solos. So
Yep.
how could we benefit? How can two people benefit from Solos while they're training?
So someone like me, that's more or less the weekend warrior, and I might bike a couple of times in the weekend. I like the stats and I like seeing that, but I may have a different route that I do bike through at different points. So I'll add the GPS feature to it. So it's a turn-by-turn navigation that leads you through your route, which is great too. I also enjoy the music while I train. So those type of features for me would be something that I would be looking at. For you, you may want to easily enough just use the GPS or use certain metrics. So you're able to actually customize through the app on the phone. So that's what's driving it. The app on the phone is driving these metrics to the glasses, and you customize it based on what you like to do. There's also a ghost ride component there too, so you can kind of race yourself to improve your performance. So there's so many more features to get into with this, and I think that what makes it so great is the customization of getting it to where the things that you like to do in your lifestyle.
So one of the interesting things, and I don't know if you can see it right here, but right here, these are the speakers.
Correct.
So basically, here's what's interesting is I put these on my head, and I don't have speakers or earphones going into my ear, and I think that's a big differentiator. I guess my first question is, I'm assuming that was built for safety reasons.
It was built for safety reasons, correct.
Yeah.
You're able to listen to your surroundings. So they're projected speakers, so they go right to your ear, but nobody else can hear that music around you as well. So it's very interesting. You hear the music, you're able to hear your surroundings, especially when you're cycling. That's so important to be able to have that. So you get the benefits of nice music while you train, but it doesn't inhibit or get you into a situation where you can't hear everything around you, which is the most important part when you're on a bike.
Sure.
So.
No, that's what I was like, because when I put it on, I'm like, oh wow, like that's really cool. Like it's just again, there's a lot of technology that went, both GoldenEye and Solos, but this is really a cool product, and I think that everybody that I've seen, first of all, I personally think they look cool, and people are always kind of giving, what is he wearing?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What is he wearing? So it's kind of futuristic, but.
Yeah.
The athletes that you guys that are using them, and especially with the Ironman competition or with the Ironman and then USA Cycling, they seem to really love this product too.
They do, and the training part of it to have your metrics so you can focus on the type of training that you need to do is so important to them. So again, those are some of the features of the top athlete, and we're talking about like what's the day-to-day person need as well. So hey, you can also take phone calls with it, so it also there's a safety thing there as well. You're able to still be connected. It's the word that we've been using. You're connected to your training. You're connected to the music that you love. You're connected to the outside world without having those distractions while you're training. So it's a groundbreaking product that people are, when I go to these shows, and I recently had gone to Lake Placid to the Ironman to have people do demos, and people are just, their face lights up when they see everything that they can do with this product. It's really mind blowing to them. Like, wow, this is really happening. This technology is here now. It's like they can't believe it that it's here. So.
Well, I think that's the other thing is that, and I think you nailed it, is that seeing it is one thing, but you got to try this, right? You need to try this. You need to experience it, because at the end of the day, you're safe and your head's up and you'll be able to focus. I think the other thing that I liked about it, I haven't been able to try it, but that if a group of us are out exercising or running, and I'm leading the pack, not that I would lead the pack, but let's pretend for the sake of this conversation, I'm leading the pack.
Yep.
I can communicate with everybody behind me.
Correct.
Or in front of me, as would be the traditional case.
The other thing too is if you have a coach, you can actually connect to your coach that's states away. So they could be training right alongside you with this technology, and your coach, other people that you ride with, all connected to the SOLOS system. It's a network. It becomes a network of people.
Community.
That's huge too. Yeah. That's like I said. Those are the main focuses of the product. It expands over the Ironman athlete to the day-to-day person that just wants to get some exercise in, and that varies on what type of features you would want. They have everything there, but you can kind of use the ones that you feel fit your lifestyle and your needs.
So let's talk a little bit about training, because I know there's some really cool apps which I haven't even begun to delve into, but like with some of the apps, you want to talk about some of the apps and some of the third-party apps that we can use on SOLOS that make it even a more effective training tool?
Sure. So right now, it collects your data through the SOLOS app, which is included with the product, but we also have a lot of people use Strava. So Strava is one of the bigger ones that people are using in the cycling world and competitive sports to collect data. So there's many more, but right now the Strava one seems to be pretty the one that people are using the most in this industry to get things done. They have this map your ride. You can connect it to Facebook. There's Training Peaks as well that works with the product. So I think those are going to continue to grow as the product grows and we move into different areas of training. But for right now, those are the key ones that are working with the product.
And you hit on, in terms of the community, now that we're connecting with social media, which is really our online communities, you really are SOLOS really is kind of bridging that gap between the stationary computer on the bike and the elite athlete. But I also kind of feel connected, because when at first I was like, well, I'm not an elite athlete and I'm never going to train to probably be in an Ironman, maybe one day. But then I'm thinking to myself, but I can build up to that, right?
Almost definitely.
I can build up to that. And then really, I think for somebody like myself, understanding what I need to do to perform, because right now, without those, I'm kind of monitoring what I'm doing, but I'm like, oh, I just did a half hour and I did 7 miles an hour, and then I did 6, and then I did 5, and then I walked. But those really keep me goal set. I keep building upon my goal.
Yep.
And I also feel a lot fitter. So I've only used them 1 or 2 times. I'm going to be using them a lot more, but I think it really is. I think it's a groundbreaking product, and I think that you guys are killing it. And if we get it into more people's hands, I think that's just going to see the success and then telling your stories.
Yeah, that's true. And speaking of community, you were saying social. Right now, the tag that we're trying to spread out there is I train with SOLOS. So anybody out there that has SOLOS and you're training with them, we want to see your experiences with SOLOS. We want to see what you're doing with them and see the places that you've been and how you're training every day. So use that hashtag to show your experience. We want to build this community of SOLOS people that are out there and have them share experiences. So please do that. That's great.
Speaking of community, maybe you should just tell me to shut up if I shouldn't say this, but I know that you guys have a newsletter that you're getting ready to launch.
Yeah.
And I think that might be very beneficial, because I was just reading it, very beneficial for people who might not have yet invested in it. Obviously, it's geared towards people that have SOLOS, but I mean, tell us a little bit about the newsletter and kind of what kind of things you're going to add to that to bring value to the product even before and after people buy.
Sure. So a lot of the topics that we're hearing people would like to hear about is how to improve their training. How can SOLOS be used in different scenarios of their training or workout or cycling program? So we're gonna give you tips and tricks on different things that you can how you can use the product. What smart glasses is as an industry and kind of showing you what's out there, what types of things that you can do with the product. We're starting a referral program so people can start inviting other people in that they may know into this network. Like I said, getting down to the community part of it, of having people give us testimonials and videos of their travels with Solos. All those things are important to us because we're not only a brand, but we're also creating a community of lifestyle and of training and being part of something special. So we want to continue to keep promoting that. And as always, if you read the newsletter and there's other things that you want to hear about or talk to us about, by all means be in touch, because we want to give you the best information that you can get.
I think the message that I'm hearing is really community based. So there's a lot of products on the market, but I think where a lot of these products fail is they want you to use the product, but they don't connect you to other people. And I know that, building this brand and getting that message out, but I'm starting to see it on social media. And I think that that's going to be the winner when people start connecting. I know that, right now you can buy them from our website, but I also know that you guys talked about, you guys are in some retail stores.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about where, you want to talk about the retail store and kind of what you're seeing there?
Definitely. So the retail store is Beta, and you can go to beta.com. It's BATA.com. And we're in about 4 of their stores now. And the best part of it is Beta allows you to go into this, I'm going to call it a technical hub, because there's all this tech, and you're able to try all these different things and experience hands-on. And the people there are fabulous. So you'll go up to a Solos unit that's on display there. They'll put it on your face. They'll show you how to use it. They'll take you through a demo mode so you can really experience it for what it is. And I think those are the seeing is believing is really part of what we need to do, because you have to put them on your face. You have to try them. You have to know what the product can do and see what the app can do to really experience. So we're really happy with that partnership. I think that's going to go a long way. So check beta.com. You can buy them there as well, and you can also call a local store to see what stores the Solos are at, and that will continue to go to as well. So nice. We're very proud of that.
And you should. So let's talk a little bit about some of the upcoming shows that people that, if they're going to be attending these shows, they can attend. I know that we have an Ironman competition coming up.
We do. We have the Ironman Wisconsin, and that will be September 9th. And then more recently coming up, August 26th is when we have the Chicago Tri. And we encourage you to come down, try the product, sit in our booth, get a demo, take some materials, and learn what the product can do for you.
I'm going to jump the gun again, and you don't have to talk about it yet, but I know that we're working on some really cool ways to get this into the hands of people. Can you talk about that yet, or we want to hold off?
We got to hold off on that. There's some, more specifics and things that we have to work out. But yeah, the whole idea is it's a new SKU. It's a new way of thinking about training, and we want people to experience it. So there's going to be some ways that we're going to try to get out there, not only now, but for the holiday season, to try to push people to say, hey, try this experience, because it can really enhance what you do every day.
I think the response to Solos has been good, and I can only see it getting better. I think that literally the people, from what I see and hear you talking to, once they get it in their hands, they pretty much fall in love with it. Like they're really like, this is really a cool product. And I think it's just a matter of, I think where we are in terms of wearables, and as you're in the consumer side, I'm in the enterprise side with Copen, or with GoldenEye Infinity, is that we're still in a brand new market, right? And so literally, I'm not kidding you, I had these on, and people are like, what's he doing? And I'm like, what are you looking at me for?
You get that quick turnaround, people on it. But again, a lot of the stuff that's already out there, within cycling is the aesthetics and stuff are very progressive in the way that they look. So I think these fit nicely into that progressive look.
Not only do they fit nicely, but they're comfortable.
Yep.
And like I said, like I haven't had anybody say, "What do you wear?" I mean, they literally are. I think first of all, it's a great pair of sunglasses.
Yep.
I've got my speakers right next, not in my ears, but right next, where I can hear.
Yep.
I can communicate, and at the end of the day, now I'm bringing technology really with me, and these things are light. Like they're not heavy. Some of the,
Right.
I know that on the enterprise side, some of the devices are very heavy and they weigh up on your head.
Yep.
These are fairly, pretty sturdy. They're not. I'm gonna.
Headbanging music as you're going along there. Yeah. Yes.
Right. I'm gonna bang my head, but they don't fall off.
Right.
Right. And I think that's what somebody when they ask me like, well, what happens when they fall off? They're not going. I mean, literally, they're not. I'm getting dizzy, but they're not going to.
Right.
You're not going to lose them. So I think it's a great investment.
Mm-hmm.
How's the response been at Ironman?
Again, when we go to shows, it's been like, wow, this is actually really here, and wow, can it do this, and can it, can I set it up with other devices and other metric devices that I can use to get more analytics and more metrics, and the answer is yes. So it connects with any Ant Plus or Bluetooth device. So those types of things are great to enhance your training with another piece of equipment. So we're building as we're going along, and so far the people are at the Ironman events are really captured by it, and I think that's a great start.
So what we're going to do is, and what I've been doing with these is we're going to edit this video, not edit the video, but I'm going to add an intro and an exit. I'm going to put this on our website. I'm going to send it to you. So for people that haven't, maybe this is the first time they're hearing about SOLOS.
Right.
Why don't we let people know how we can get oh, you know what, before I do that too, we also have customer support, right? So we have a great customer support team that's there to really kind of help out and guide people through any issues or problems that they had. And is there anything you want to talk about in terms of like, what were some of the issues, or were there any issues that really stood out, or was it all kind of like just adjustments and getting it fixed? I know one of the biggest adjustments was just understanding that this moves. Like people were almost afraid to kind of touch that this thing just moves.
And what it does. I think overall, the questions that we've got in response to, and like you said, the team that we have that actually does this is very good at it. It is about the arm and how does that LCD display get positioned and stuff like that, and starting up the app. But again, those are the small things that with new tech and setting up something new, we expect.
So this right here, it's going to be kind of hard to see, but right here with the display, I want you to look at this. Look at this, the display with the size of my finger. So this is a micro display, and I'm being serious here. This is a micro display, but when you're wearing it, I mean, we're talking, it's tiny. It's tinier than my fingernail, right? Mm-hmm. It's a micro display, and then when you put it on, everything's projected. Like it's like here, it really is. It's an experience that you have to try, and all your data. And I think this is the really cool thing is that it almost doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make like for me anyways. It's how does this work? And the technology in this is cool. It was architected very cool. You also get another pair of glasses with this, or another pair of lenses, right?
Yes, it's a low light lens that has more of a yellowish tint. So yeah, it comes with that as well. And one more point about the display itself. I think a lot of people, when we do the demos, a lot of people will be like, "Oh, well, it's here." And then I was like, "Okay, look past it," because you're glancing at it as you need to get those metrics, right? You're not staring at it the whole time. You're looking at your ride, and then when you want to look at that, your eyes get so used to, this is my ride, here's my metrics, and it's a very easy transition.
So you know what was funny too, because my stepson asked me, he said, well, I can watch YouTube videos on those. And then I heard that from somebody. Can you watch YouTube? Like that's what they were like. You have this really cool pair of training glasses, and they want to watch YouTube. And you can't right?
No.
So this is really strictly for training. I think the other benefit too is even if you just wore these walking, because again, there's a walk mode and a run mode. I have these on. I now have my phone. I now have my music.
Yep.
I can hear what's going on around me. I can communicate with other users.
Mhm.
This is really an awesome product. And I think that once more people get a hold of it, and in fact, I would really love to hear from you. We're going to bring you on again when we can talk about when we get closer to the holidays. Because this really does, I think this really does make a great holiday gift. And I'm not just saying that because we work at the same company. I really think that if you're a tech guy, like if like me, I'm a tech gadget guy, I would buy these just to have these. So you don't have, let's be clear, you don't have to be an elite athlete.
Correct.
But you can train like an elite athlete.
Correct.
That's a good tag.
Hey, I like
you
that.
don't have to be an athlete, but you can train like an elite
You're gonna trademark
athlete.
that
Right?
now. Right.
Right. We're going to trademark that. And then again, I train with Solos, and I'm going to be on Instagram, and I'm going to be kind of doing some videos. I love Instagram, especially around fitness. So I'm going to be talking about these. You can follow me at Marc Reece. And I know Solos has an Instagram account. You want to tell everybody else before we go, and I got a few other things before we sign up. You want to tell everybody else how you can, the website, the phone number, how you can connect?
Sure. So right now, the best way to connect with us is through our website, and that's solos-wearables.com. And if you have any concerns or any other things, you can go through my email too as well. So Darren at soloswearables.com as well.
And Facebook, Twitter,
Facebook,
LinkedIn,
Twitter,
the normal, the trifecta of social
media
sites.
they're all out there. So we're all there. So any questions that you have about the product, or you want to learn more about the product, I can get you in touch with that right person to get you where you need to be. So
the other thing too is that with the YouTube channel, take a look at some of the YouTube videos and the website, and spend some time. The YouTube videos they're marketing videos, but they're inspiring. You know what I mean? It was like the convergence of marketing and inspiration. And I got to tell you something. That's what really said, hey, can I try it here, please? Right. So I think they're fantastic. And so
look, Mark, I'm gonna take lunch, and I'm gonna go for my Solos ride. All right, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for the stuff. And I'll talk to you soon.
So I've got just a few more minutes. I just want to touch base. GoldenEye is so they're Solos, and if you are interested in trying that, I highly recommend going to the website. But GoldenEye, we are getting closer to our launch. We're going to be at the Field Service Show August 27th, 29th at Amelia Island in the Ritz-Carlton Booth 8. So if you're down there, you can actually get a hands-on demo. I'll be there. Mike McMahon will be there to talk about GoldenEye, to show you this amazing technology. And I will tell you that one of the really cool things, and I just did a video, but we talk a lot about Kopin's Whisper Chip voice extraction technology. And I will tell you, I've been testing this out, and I shot a video, and the sound quality and the sound clarity in different environments and different noise environments is going to make this perfect for field service, because they work in extreme environments. This is enterprise rugged. It's IP67 rated. Really is a fully rugged device. It's 2 ounces. I think the other thing that's really, really cool is that I can connect to a remote expert. And that remote expert can help field service technicians in the field troubleshoot. But like I said, golden-i.com, GOLDEN-I, the letter I.com, where you can learn more about GoldenEye. You can request a demo. We have a lot of product information. And again, we're building this out. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. I'm eventually going to have Instagram up there. But that's a little bit from Kopin in our Facebook Live video. If you want to see this again, or didn't get a chance to see this, or you want to share this, which I'd appreciate, help us get the word out, this will be on our website shortly, and then we'll also be obviously you can share it on Facebook. So I'm Marc Reece with GoldenEye, and I can't speak right now. I'm Marc Reece with GoldenEye Infinity. I am the digital marketing director, and we will be back next week talking more about AR, VR technology. And if you want to be a host, if you want to be the host, you can be the host. But if you want to be a guest on the show, drop me a line at mreece, the letter M, R-E-E-C-E, at golden-i.com, or mreece@kopin.com, and I'll be glad to connect you and we can talk. Take care, and thanks, guys, for joining.